Hi, in this video we're going to show you a tool you could use to create multi-boot bootable USB flash drives. So if you have a bunch of images, let's say Windows installation, ISO file, Linux, maybe some cloning tools or some recovering tools, you could put them all on one flash drive and then just boot up with this one flash drive and then pick whichever tool you want to use or whichever operating system you want to install. So this comes in handy rather than having multiple flash drives, one for each tool or operating system. So this is very similar to Ventoy. So if you've ever tried Ventoy, you might like this one. I think it actually uses Ventoy in the background. So you may like this better. You might like Ventoy better. So I figured I'd just show it to you guys to see what you think. All right, so it's called YUMI Multiboot USB. So if you go to their website here, you can see they had some versions here. Like they have the YUMI UEFI, which is archived, which is FAT32, the Legacy, which is archived, which is FAT32 and NTFS, and now they have the EXFAT version here, which supports files over 4 gigabytes. And then if you go to their download page here, you could download it right from here. It's just an executable. All right, so I have a 128 gig flash drive ready to go, so I'll just run the executable here. So you'll need to be an administrator to run this. I'll check for some updates. All right, I agree. All right, so now we need to select the USB device here. So we're going to use this one here. It'll also show you extra disks on your computer, so make sure you pick the correct one here so you don't accidentally wipe it. And if it doesn't show up or if you add it later, you can check this box and redetect it. All right, so now we need to prepare this device once we have it selected here. So it tells you it's going to wipe everything here, create a drive letter, and create some other partitions here. So we'll say yes. You can see it even has a Ventoy partition in there, gives it a label there. All right. All right, so now we need to select our distributions to put on here. So you can see we have this drop down here. And if you click on one, let's say Debian, there's an option to download it if you don't have the ISO image. So that's a nice feature. All right, but we have some ISO images here. So let me open that up real quick. So we have Clonezilla, Fedora, Hiren's Boot CD, and Windows 11. All right, so let's start with our Windows here. So we need to browse to it unless we want to download it manually here. All right, so we just click on Create. So now it's going to copy that ISO to the flash drive. So you can't drag and drop like you can with Ventoy. You have to do it through the app here. So this will take a minute, so I will pause the video and then be back when it's done. All right, so the process is complete for the first one. So we click on Next. And you have the option to add more if you want. All right, so this time we'll pick our Fedora. So if you click on here, so you actually have to click on Fedora itself right here. You can see it found the actual Fedora and didn't show the other ones. All right, so I'll click on Create for this one. All right, so once again, I will pause and be back when this one's done. All right, so Fedora is complete, and you can see the path there where it's copying it for each one. So for this one, I put it in Linux ISOs. So that way it kind of keeps it organized for you. All right, so now we're going to do our Clonezilla. So this one will be a little bit quicker, but once again, I'll pause it. All right, you can see I put this one in System Tools. All right, now we'll do Hiren's for our last one here. Right here. You can see it didn't find it here. So we click on Show All ISOs. Now it shows up, so I'm not sure why it didn't find this particular one. Maybe something with the name it's not used to. Right, you can see it's putting it in a Windows PE folder. All right, so once again, I'll pause it. All right, so that one's done. So we're going to say no this time. So now we're finished. All right, so now what I'm going to do is shut down the computer and then configure it to boot from the flash drive, and then we'll check it out and see if it works. All right, so as you can see here, we have our directories for each one. We have our Linux, System Tools, Windows, and Windows PE. Let's say we went into our Windows folder here. Here's our Windows 11 25H2 ISO. If we press enter here, we have different modes here. If we want to do normal mode, just press enter. Then we have our boot from CD option here, and it should go right into the setup. Just like that, and then we could install Windows. And if we don't want to use this, we could exit out. You might have to reboot to get to the menu again, depending on which one of these you're using, but that's not a big deal, I suppose. All right, so as you can see, it's a pretty useful tool and not too difficult to use. All right, so now we're going to boot back into Windows. I'm going to show you how to kind of reformat your flash drive to get it back to a state where you could use it like a normal flash drive, because you can't just simply format it because it kind of makes these special partitions. So I'll show you what I mean here. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, so let's go into disk management real quick here. So you can see we have our drive here. And if I right click here, I can't delete this volume. I can delete this one, but then it leaves this Ventoy one here. So the easiest way to get around this, you don't even have to come in here, is just do an administrative command prompt. So CMD, run as administrator. Make a note of which disk you're using. So this is disk 3, so we're going to use disk part, all one word. So now we're at the disk part prompt, so we just do a list disk. And I can see we have disk 3 here. That's our 128 gig drive, even though it shows 115. So we're going to do select disk 3. And now we want to do a clean. So make sure you're on the right disk before doing this, because it's going to wipe whatever disk you choose. Right, so now you can see that wiped it out here. We just have some unallocated space. You can right click on it, make a new simple volume, choose a drive letter, choose our file system. If we want to go exFAT again, give it a name. Quick format should be fine. And now we're back in business. All right, so as you can see, it's a pretty easy tool to use, and it's similar to Ventoy. Like I said, some people might like Ventoy better, so you could try them both out and see what you think. All right, so I'll put a link in the description where you can download the YUMI Multiboot tool, and you could try it out for yourself. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.